From the pub to the club, it's smoothie, baby. Let's go.
Okay, welcome gamers to our first official YouTubing video. We are the Buccaneers and we are going to go with the fantasy draft. I'm here, the bomb, with
Assassin32. And we are Dnation Gaming, if you didn't know. And if you don't, don't gotta like. I'm just joking. Okay, so the first round now, and we're thinking quarterback. Gotta go. We see Carson Palmer on the board. Gotta take him. Primetime quarterback. Took Cardinals all the way to the playoffs this year. Great pick on our behalf, I think.
Now, one thing I want to tell for all you gamers out there, which you will see in this draft, is we're going to go build up our defense and offense at the same time, with Kwan Short right there for an example. Because if you overpower your offense, it might be totally awesome. What, you get a 93 overall offense, but your defense is at 81, which will really bring down the rating. You want to even it out, maybe 87, that's a good overall. 87 overall is pretty stable for an NFL team.
It really is. So, and you'll
This
see
is
that
what
we
we have.
draft some high overalls this game. So, as you see, we drafted Le'Veon Bell, and now we're thinking we need a wide receiver. Need a wide receiver, right? So, but we were not a little too sure. Then we go down here. We see T.Y., Golden Tate, Vincent Jackson, Doug Baldwin.
But the wide receiver that really stands out to me is T.Y. Hilton.
His speed is crazy.
We got to take him.
He can burn, and he is a great matchup with Carson Palmer there.
Okay, next we are going with defensive corner. See, we're flipping back and forth. Aqib Talib, perfect pick. We know what he could do in the game and in real life. So let's see what he can do for our team here.
Yeah, and I was surprised at how young he was because I thought like he was in his like mid to late 30s. I had no idea. I thought he was one of the older ones. But then we go with Zach Martin.
Beautiful pick.
We need to beef up that offensive line. We need some good overalls, and we need some good players that can really keep us stable in the run game. And we need someone to protect Carson Palmer. So
I was thinking Thomas Davis here, but I actually went aside. I thought maybe we'll hold off our linebackers,
which you'll see later in the draft got us pretty bad.
That really hurt us. And we take Justin Peters to beef up that line again. He's from the Eagles. He made it to the Pro Bowl quite a few times.
Yeah, he's a top-tier lineman. You can't go anywhere without that guy.
We wanted to take Yanda. You see, why don't you take him? We already have it. 98 overall Zach Martin.
Yeah. And now we're thinking we got to beef it up even more. So we go Travis Frederick at
center.
Go
right in the middle.
Right in the middle, we need someone so we can run up the middle with and someone to protect that middle because there are some threats like J.J. Watt that are in that middle.
Now we got to go right back to the defense. Derek Shelby, left end. That is an interesting pick, you might think. I think it bonds perfectly with our defense.
Yeah, I was surprised at the high overall he was and that he was still there at the time. But now we have to beef up that secondary. Calvin Pryor. And so...
Okay, so now you see that our team's kind of coming together. And we take Mike Yapati because we know that he can finish off that line.
Mm-hmm.
That our line is really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
He could keep Carson in the backfield. We really need Carson there. So that works. Really works.
I was really surprised at these guys' overalls this late in the draft.
It might only be the pick 24 for Tampa Bay, but still, it's crazy how the overalls are in there. See, you have an 85 overall right end, Jared Allen. You got to take him. He might not have the highest overalls, but still, he's very skilled.
Because you noticed early, we mainly were going with a little bit more offense than defense, but we had to give defense some love here. We had to beef it up. We had to get it better because we know without a defense, you're not going to win a game. You're not. Because if your offense isn't productive and you don't got a defense, you're going to get nowhere.
So Phil Loadholt is who we're going to take here. I think that will be the end of our offensive line, and it will because we know that'll be the bond. We have the
Mhm.
perfect offensive line.
Mhm.
I'd like to see one of you out there try to beat our offensive line. I don't think that's going to happen.
And here's where we're like, oh my gosh, we haven't picked any linebackers. So we had to go with Deion Buchanan. He actually is a Buccaneer in real life. We had to go with him. We were so scared at this moment because we had no linebackers and we thought we were dead.
So this, like you said, we don't think we were dead, but the thing is that we need linebackers to get in that backfield and sack the quarterbacks. You got quarterbacks out there, Aaron Rodgers,
Tom Brady,
Peyton Manning. We can't give them time in the pocket.
Just, you can't or else you're going to pay.
Lance Briggs, perfect pick here. That's where we're taking.
And now we had to go back offensively because we realized there were still some holes, especially the wide receiver and tight end positions. No tight end, one wide receiver. And here you're going to see the man I said earlier, Roddy White. We saw good young talent, decent overalls there, but we had to go with Roddy White. His speed is just crazy. Him and T.Y. would be perfect fits with Carson Palmer, and it was just a mind-blowing pick.
When you see us play later in our YouTube channel, you will see us playing a lot of 9 routes. We love chucking it downfield. We love taking risks. We go for it on 4th down, no matter what the circumstance is.
Pretty much usually, because we're just that type of players. We like to keep up the ante. We love exciting games, and that's how you keep it exciting. If it's a punt, it's just going to get boring and boring and boring. And we want to keep it interesting because, we want to style it up here.
We're all in for the score. But once in a while, we all gonna punt.
Yeah.
You'll see that we do punt, but
when it just comes to being respectful,
9 times out of 10, we're going for it.
Well, yeah, but if we're blowing someone out, we gotta be respectful. If we're blowing the computer out, we even gotta be respectful to the computer. So if we have 4th down, it's 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. We're winning 50-14. We gotta punt it. Come on, because you gotta be respectful. You can't just shove it down their throats.
Okay, so this is our team drafted at the moment. And you see, we have some high overalls, some low overalls, some medium overalls, but mostly you see those 90s. 90s and high 80s that really stand out.
And there's some mid-low 80s.
Those are 81 is our worst overall on our team so far. But we're still working on our team.
We were thinking about Sergio, but no, we had to go
with Landry, a 78 overall. Because late in this draft, he's young, and we know what he could do.
And now it got to the point where we had to get a kicker and a punter, so we just went through this quickly. So we got Matt Prater at a kicker, great kicker. And we hope he can just last us a while because when it comes to drafting a rookie, it's gonna be tough.
Okay, so we go with the punter here. Like we said, we barely punt at all. Sam Kosh, we just took such a high overall, not because we needed to use him, just so so our overall for our team would rise and wouldn't be lower.
All right, now we're gonna show you our team in the end, and we're going to see you later because we don't want to show you what we picked for our second string, third string, and stuff because we know that just gets boring.
So I hope you guys like this video,
and we'll see you in a second. All right, we're back here, so we're just skipping till the end of the draft, and now we skip. Thank you.